Hello, dear Homepedia family. Imagine waking up in a space no bigger than a small bedroom. Yet the moment you open your eyes, you feel as though you've been transported to sun-drenched Andalusia. That's the magic of hacienda style meets tiny house living. The fusion of classic Spanish colonial charm with clever, modern efficiency. At first glance, a tiny home might seem at odds with the grandeur of terracotta roofs, carved wooden doors, and sweeping courtyards. But this contradiction is precisely what makes compact elegance so compelling. Today, we'll explore how to capture the soul of a traditional hacienda in a home under 400 square feet. And if you find yourself inspired by this journey into small space serenity, please like this video, share it with friends, and leave your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear how you'd make these ideas your own. From the first moment you cross the threshold of your pint-sized hacienda, design choices must deliver beauty and purpose in equal measure. Take the walls. Authentic stucco, applied in warm ivory tones, brings texture and passive insulation that keeps interiors cool in summer and cozy in winter. In a full-sized hacienda, thick walls speak of permanence. In a tiny house, they create an enveloping hug, cradling you in protective comfort. Accent one wall with hand-pressed Spanish tiles, perhaps a rich cobalt blue broken by patches of burnt sienna, so that even a small backsplash becomes a focal gallery. These authentic materials ground the space in tradition while serving practical ends, harnessing thermal mass to buffer against temperature swings. Light transforms small spaces. Floor-to-ceiling windows on one side flood the interior with a golden glow at sunrise, making every inch feel expansive. Position sliding glass panels to open fully onto a narrow courtyard outfitted with low-planted succulents and a sculptural agave that thrives on neglect. When those panels retract, indoor and outdoor living blend seamlessly. One moment you're in a cozy loft under wooden vigas beams, the next you're outdoors beneath the open sky. Plant jasmine vines along a trellis overhead to introduce a sculptural element that also scents the air. In a tiny house, every plant choice carries weight. Select drought-tolerant species like rosemary, thyme, and lavender to minimize upkeep while infusing each breeze with fragrance. Storage in a tiny hacienda is nothing short of an art form. Recessed niches carved into the stucco walls frame handcrafted pottery, turning your favorite clay mugs into a display that doubles as everyday dinnerware. Under built-in benches, crafted from reclaimed pine beams, you'll find hidden drawers lined in more Spanish tile for a touch of whimsy when you slide them open. Above your lofted sleeping area, a shallow shelf houses books and trinkets, backlit by a narrow window that offers a peek at the constellations. This kind of bespoke carpentry, with each ledge and cubby designed for multifunction, keeps clutter at bay and maintains an open, airy feeling. Color palette is pivotal. In expansive haciendas, you might layer deep terracotta floors, whitewashed walls, and dark wood beams. In a tiny house, less is more. Opt for a unified floor material, perhaps polished concrete stained to mimic terracotta, that runs beneath bare footsoles and visually expands the footprint. Paint walls in a soft white with a hint of warm yellow undertone. Then allow accents, like a painted staircase riser in a saturated ochre or a statement mirror framed in wrought iron, to bring in the vibrant hues of Spanish tradition without overwhelming the senses. Daylight becomes your design partner. Skylights over the kitchenette flood bright morning light, perfect for reading recipe cards or admiring your handcrafted backsplash. But avoid harsh glare with perforated metal screens in an intricate pattern of Moorish origin. These screens cast drifting patterns of light and shadow across the stucco, echoing the latticework of old haciendas. In the evening, gentle illumination comes from wall-mounted lanterns finished in distressed bronze. The bulbs inside emit a warm glow that's kinder on aging eyes, creating a comforting cocoon of light. Furniture choices must honor scale and style. A drop-leaf table, its surface adorned with hand-painted talavera, can expand for dinner parties or fold neatly against a wall. Chairs slide under to maximize floor space. Select fabrics in breathable cotton or linen with subtle stripes or geometric motifs that recall traditional weavings. Slipcovers in muted earth tones mask signs of wear and can be swapped seasonally for a fresh look. If you prefer a daybed, choose one with built-in drawers beneath the mattress, upholstered in performance fabric that resists spills yet feels soft to the touch. The kitchen is both stage and sanctuary. In a tiny hacienda, your kitchenette might wrap around a single corner, yet each element feels deliberate. Solid surface countertops in neutral stone provide a canvas for an ornate tile backsplash. Open shelving, supported by wrought iron brackets, displays vintage ceramic bowls and wooden cutting boards. To save space, install a 2-burner cooktop instead of a full stove. Pair it with an under-counter drawer microwave that slides out only when needed. A compact wine cooler tucked beneath the counter holds a small selection of your favorite vintages, ensuring that a glass of Rioja is always within arm's reach. When every drop counts, embrace water-saving solutions. A low-flow faucet with a pull-down sprayer makes dishwashing efficient, while an under-sink water filter eliminates the need for bulky water jugs. Outside, a rainwater harvesting barrel collects runoff from your tiny roof, feeding a drip irrigation system for your potted herbs in the courtyard. Solar-powered LED strip lights line the barrel's lid, transforming it into a feature piece after dusk. These eco-friendly touches honor the sustainable spirit that underpins modern tiny house design. In a full-sized hacienda, a formal dining room may seat a dozen. Here, you'll repurpose your living area. Swap a traditional sofa for a built-in bench upholstered in easy clean canvas. A single armchair swivels to face your folding table or to create a cozy reading nook. Scatter cushions in rich jewel tones, emerald, ruby, sapphire, to reflect the hues of talavera tiles, adding pops of color against your neutral backdrop. These layers of texture lend depth without sacrificing precious floor space. Bathrooms often feel cramped in tiny homes, but we can channel hacienda sensibilities to great effect. Frame a recessed vanity mirror in hand-carved wood, evoking the artisanal flair of colonial craft. The sink sits in a molded concrete basin stained like clay, perched atop an open shelf for towels. For the shower, opt for a corner stall with a frameless glass enclosure to keep sightlines open. A row of bullnose ceramic tiles runs along the shower niche, perfect for stashing soaps and succulents. Above, a small vent window opens onto a trellis where bougainvillea vines spiral, providing privacy and a hint of nature's vibrancy. Every design element in our tiny hacienda must serve mood and memory. Step onto a step tile threshold at the front door, each riser painted in a different shade of the Spanish flag, red, yellow, and a deep indigo that contrasts with white stucco. This playful pattern cues visitors to proceed mindfully, marking the transition from ordinary world to intimate retreat. Within, a hand-woven rug, its palette lifted directly from a 16th century posada, softens the acoustic and warms the floor underfoot. Temperature control in small footprints can be tricky, but traditional techniques come to the rescue. A ceiling fan with wooden blades circulates air quietly, while deep eaves overhang windows to block high summer sun. Thick stucco walls buffer temperature swings, and reflective window films reduce glare. In cooler months, an electric infrared panel installed above the dining bench emits a gentle heat reminiscent of a traditional clay brazier. No open flame, but all the warmth. Soundscapes shape our experience. In a classic hacienda courtyard, the trickling of water evokes calm and refreshment. Here, mount a slim fountain spout into your courtyard wall. Water cascades into a shallow basin that doubles as seating edge, its soft gurgle masking urban noise. At night, let tiny solar lanterns drift on the water's surface, creating ripples of light that dance across the courtyard walls. Morning routines become rituals. As dawn filters through your windows, press a button on a wireless sound system to play soft guitar melodies from flamenco maestros. Head to your kitchenette for fresh ground café de olla, coffee brewed with cinnamon and piloncillo, poured into hand-painted cups that you rinse in a copper sink. Sip slowly while basking in the courtyard's early light, the scent of jasmine unfurling around you. Afternoon light streams differently through a courtyard. At high noon, the sun carves precise shadows of latticework across tinted stucco. Position a reading chair under this dynamic light pattern, its placement rotating with the sun so you always have a pool of illumination for your favorite novel. Equip the chair with an ottoman that lifts to reveal yet more hidden storage for blankets or board games. Evenings unfold like a scene from a classic Spanish tale. Draw the wooden shutters closed, the iron latch clicking shut. Candlelight, or its LED equivalent, casts flickering patterns on white walls. A small wood-burning stove in copper finish offers both a focal point and gentle warmth, its glass door framing dancing flames. Set a tray of sweet churros and hot chocolate on your drop-leaf table, inviting you to linger by the stove's glow. Consider the seasons. In summer, retract glass panels fully to merge with your courtyard garden, where bougainvillea blooms riotously against white walls. In winter, close panels and draw colorful Mexican blankets over your lap, the courtyard visible only as silhouettes through frost-etched windows. Adaptable living is the core of tiny house philosophy, and here it finds its poetic counterpart in the hacienda tradition of celebrating each seasonal shift. Guests may think your super compact hacienda is a novelty, but they'll stay for the details. Lead them to a wall niche displaying a collection of hand-thrown ceramics from local artisans, each piece bearing the fingerprint of its maker. Show them the hidden bench storage where you keep extra throws and pillows. Let them trace their fingers along the carved patterns of your doorframe, pausing to admire the worn patina that only time contributes. Above all, tiny house hacienda living is an exercise in intentionality. Every object occupies its place by design, every material chosen for beauty and utility. You learn to savor small luxuries: a breeze through louvered shutters, the rough edge of a clay tile, the soft echo of a fountain. In doing so, life itself feels richer. Thank you for joining this deep dive into how hacienda style meets tiny house living in compact elegance. If you feel inspired to reimagine small spaces with traditional charm, please like this video, subscribe for more design inspirations. and share your own ideas in the comments below. Your dream of living large in a small home is closer than you think. La vida pequeña, con alma grande.